The head of the civil service and MI6, they've resigned their Garrick membership. This is after they were outed by The Guardian, who got a list of the members.
Right.
And so you've got Simon Case, who's the head of the civil service, and it's Richard Moore, who's the MI6 guy. They've given their memberships back because it looks like this is a club that only lets men in. This is terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of torn on this, if I'm brutally honest, because it's not a men's club that supports suicidal, contactless dads. This is people with privilege managing to do some networking that probably helps their privilege. But the same people getting angry about this they're not saying, let's not have any single-sex networking clubs at all. No, they definitely would still say, let's do loads of the women ones. They are against having these men ones.
But why is it a problem if people just want to hang around with men?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to a few clubs like that. What do you think, Nick?
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Membership there, is it?
Well, the only argument you can really make, I believe, that has any thread of legitimacy, and I don't believe it, but could be that this is where, these are the corridors of power, this is where big decisions happen, so you're excluding women from that. But let's be honest, men will just form together in anything. It doesn't matter if it's got any power, like the five-a-side, my five-a-side weekly, there's no women in that, but it's not like there's no power base, and nor is there any conscious decision to exclude women, they just simply couldn't keep up in the game. But you see, men will just get together anyway, even when there's no power involved. And women want to stop us. For some reason, they want to get into our spaces. And even if they can't shut down the space, they make it so politically impossible, as in this case, that you can't even go to it and you have to resign.
It feels a bit strange because, yes, I take that point that, you know, there was a time when women were excluded from the corridors of power and maybe the Garrick Club was part of that, but it's not anymore, is it? I mean, this is just people who prefer the company of other men. There are women who prefer the company of other women. This strikes me as pretty normal, like, pretty standard.
I don't know if this is a place that still has power because they wouldn't let people like me into it, you know, northern class type.
That's true.
And fair play, I would run the place. Simon Case, though, came up with a great excuse. Did you read the
No.
So his excuse was he only joined so that he could work from within to try and campaign to get them to accept women. In the same way that someone would say, like, I only joined the Nazi party to say, like, calm down,
I'm trying to take down the system from within. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Why don't they just, like, if there was a club that I didn't like their rules, I just wouldn't join that club and the problem would be solved. Why can't they just let them get on with it?
Yeah, I mean, it's going back to say, oh, how can you foster a genuine culture of inclusiveness while also being a Garrick member? Where's this obsession with inclusiveness? I like exclusiveness. That's what it's meant to be. It's an exclusive club. Exclusive. How can an exclusive club be inclusive? It defeats the whole point.
And it's only rich people.
Yeah, one further irony, I thought, is that probably a lot of the people that complain about this sort of thing, maybe not the radical feminists, but a lot of people would probably be like, oh, we've got to be so nice to Islam. If Islam takes over, there's going to be an awful lot more men-only clubs.
Takes over.
I'm just saying, it'll be a great time. There'll be men-only clubs. Yes. I've just reread Michelle Welbeck's submission. That's why I'm saying that. It's a fictitious novel where that happens. So it's purely banter. I'm just saying it'll be a great time.
Some reactionary banter.
Men's club.
Nick Dixon.